The Sesh Podcast, episode 124, take 1. Hi, friends, and welcome back to The Sesh. I'm Kendall.
And I am Janelle, joined by our lovely producer, Sydney. Unfortunately, Karelly is out today. She is sick. She has the suds, not the SIDS.
That is right.
Okay.
If you missed that little part, then you'll probably be quite confused by that comment.
IYKYK. Is yeah. Ick.
Janelle's on some crack today.
Yeah, I'm feeling cracky. I just had a few chocolates. So
it's kind of like crack. Give you a little zing.
Little zing, little zap, little whack. Anyways, howdy ho.
Howdy ho, people. Today is going to be an action-packed episode for real. We have a ton to go over, so we can't bullshit for too long here in the beginning.
Action-packed. That's a boomer-ass thing to say. Action-packed.
Well, I'm practically a boomer. I'm turning 30.
That's so awesome for me.
For you.
Because I'll still be in my 20s and you'll still be in your 30s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sydney's birthday is the 24th. Mine's the 22nd. It's coming up and we're turning 30. I keep thinking of that Bo Burnham song. And now I'm 30.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Fucking love that song. Love Bo Burnham. I need to watch that thing again.
30. Dirty 30.
Our Dirty 30. We're working on a party.
That's right.
I'm really excited.
Throw down a hoedown, baby.
Mm-hmm. It's an RAP 20s party.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
It is. It's going to be pretty great. But anyway, before we get into things today, because we do have a lot to cover, we do. What do we have? 2 spicy topics.
2 spicy
3
topics.
CSIs.
That's right.
And
secrets.
You guys were quite bummed out that we ran out of time last week to do secrets, but it gave you guys the opportunity to still submit your secret.
That's right.
And so we got a lot more submissions and we have some juicy secrets to spill today.
Correct.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you.
It's going to be wonderful. But before we jump into all that, we do just want to shout out milehighermerch.com.
Mm-hmm.
We have a sale going on for many items, so make sure you hop on there and get some stuff before they're sold out. Yeah, really good stuff on there. I think we have most sizes of stuff, but they are kind of limited in the amount of quantities we have. So,
yep. Also, today's episode, since we have no sponsors this week, is sponsored by Higher Love Wellness, my brand, my CBD brand. If you guys didn't hear, we launched a new sleep line and we are so obsessed with these products, you guys. They are truly amazing. To toot my own horn, I keep saying it. Toot. It's really good, though. I'm very proud of these. These took a long time for us to actually produce and get them right. Gummies, like I keep saying, are amazing, guys. They smell like they straight up are cotton candy.
Let me see the oil.
The oil's really
Can I try it?
too.
I'm going to just try a little taste test.
Fall asleep.
Nothing enough to I'm not going to take a whole squirt.
Just take a little taste.
Just a little taste.
And the wax. Oh my gosh, the wax smells so good. We have terpenes and wax, if that's more your style. The drops. These are great in tea. They're really good.
Really, really good.
I know. This is the best flavor.
What flavor is it?
Lunar Lavenberry.
And why is it different than all the other products?
Because it's a different flavor.
It also doesn't have just CBD in it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the flavor. Yes, they have CBN as well. It's an infusion. And it really helps you to fall asleep, to stay calm. So yeah, these are available at higherlovewellness.com if you want to check it out.
Tastes really good.
Yeah, very good.
Anyway,
what'd you do this weekend? Got to do our weekend update here. People love it.
Weekend update. What did I do? Friday, I went and painted some pottery with John's mom and his sister. I painted a, what is it called? A watering can.
It was really cute.
Thank you. I am very impressed with my painting abilities, you could say.
Because
I suck usually. I'm like the worst artistic human in the world.
It was really good.
But I used a stencil or a stamp, and it was not that hard. Okay. So yeah, it's, you have to send it back and have it glazed or whatever. So I don't get it for a little bit, but yeah, it's going to be lit.
Nice.
And then what else? Just ate some sushi.
It's like in every weekend update.
Literally, that's all I do on the weekend is eat sushi. Well, we don't really do a whole lot right now because, well, if you guys don't know, John's a CPA and he works for a public accounting firm. And in public accounting, they have busy season. Their audit season is January through end of March. So anyways, he's working like a fuck ton pretty much every single day of the week. So
This is the last week though, right?
this is the last week. Thank God.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Then we can hang out and do things again. But yeah, the only time I really see him is Saturday night.
Yeah, that would really bother me.
It's not great. But
at least it kind of evens out in the summer and stuff.
yeah,
Gets
he has
a little
a
more time.
very like lax schedule the rest of the year. So that's nice.
Yeah, that's kind of worth it.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I honestly didn't do a whole lot. Cleaned the fuck out of my house though. Oh my God, was I living in a pigsty?
Damn, really?
Oh yeah, it was bad. It
Damn.
was
That's disgusting.
I'm outing myself. Our kitchen was disgusting. I had laundry everywhere.
Dust bunnies.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, dust bunnies.
Cute.
Dog shit in the bed. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm joking. But we I told you guys last week, we are under contract on our house. And for some reason, the second that happened, I was like, let's just never clean this house again, even though we're not moving for a long time. So then I realized like, okay, I need to fucking clean this place. So
Yeah.
anyways, yeah,
That feels good though.
it does.
I love a good Sunday straighten.
Sunday straighten.
You know?
Mhm.
Kind of get everything. I did that yesterday too. Got all the laundry done, got everything organized, my bag packed for the week.
Your bag packed?
Yeah, I like to like reorganize my purse on Sunday nights so that it's good for the week because I fill it up with a lot of crap.
You do.
It's a large bag, so I can just throw things in there. And then
You're like
sometimes I'm
Mary
just carrying
Poppins.
around a bunch of crap.
You have so much shit in your bag. It's like Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I love
Anyways.
it though. I could never have a small purse all the time.
Ooh, I love my little tiny purse.
I need.
Because I don't
a
like
guy.
carrying a lot of shit.
I
like
do.
when I go out.
I like a lot of things.
Yeah, I tried the small purse, and I now bring my small purse in my big purse.
That's what I do too.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I do that a lot too.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
this one small bag that I call my emergency pack, and it has everything you could possibly think of in this little thing, and it just moves from purse to purse.
Yeah,
So I'm
That's
never
honestly
without what I
smart.
need. Eye drops, mouth drops,
Mouth.
eyeglass
What's a mouth
cleaners,
drop?
like little like minty.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
mm-hmm.
Oh.
All the things I need. Little brushes.
yeah.
What else do I
Cool.
have cough drops.
Sex toys.
Mm-hmm. Definitely got that.
A lot of people do. Not Kendall though. She's a.
Ooh, I kind of am though. Not gonna lie.
I was gonna say, let's be real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Anyways,
Well,
what the hell? What did you do this weekend besides organize your purse?
I didn't do that much either. I hung out with Sydney on Friday night. Josh made us some really good tacos.
Yeah.
What
they're
kind
really
of
good.
tacos?
What's it called?
Carne asada.
Yeah, carne asada.
Carne asada.
And he made like fresh avocado crema.
crema.
Thank you.
I
Sorry,
love
I'm white.
crema.
Crema and
Oh, pico de gallo. That was
mhm,
good.
That was really good. It was
Yeah.
bomb.
Mm.
Yummy.
I like
I had
tacos.
tons of time with my girl this weekend. Just really enjoyed it.
Squish.
She naps a lot, but in between naps, we had fun. And I started The Last of Us, which I was really
Mm-mm.
excited about. And we were just showing clips of it to Janelle, and she was like, the
I was
fuck?
disturbed only watching. I watched like the grandma clip.
Listen, this,
And then the
this show's
clicking clip.
intense. It's the idea of this happening is really scary. And so I watched episode 1 on Saturday night, and episode 1 has definitely been the most intense so far. And this show's like really popular, so I'm sure most of you out there have seen it. But I've always loved zombie shows. Like I loved The Walking Dead, and one of the reasons why I loved it is because I'd have zombie dreams,
That is
and I used to
fucking
enjoy
weird.
them.
What?
I used to think it was
Kendall?
fun. It was like exciting. It was
that
like watching
fun?
a show all night. It was fun back in the day. Turns out it's not so fun for me anymore because I had
No.
the scariest dream of my life, at least the last 5 years.
But then you also said it was hilarious.
What do you mean?
The dream.
Oh, it is. It's funny, but it scared the fuck out of me. Like I woke up heart racing, I had to look at pictures of Holly on my phone and like my pets and stuff for a good 30 minutes before I could go back to sleep. I was so freaked out. And then I just had anxiety dreams all night. Like,
Oh my God. Why do you do this to yourself?
I don't
Sounds
know.
horrible.
well, it was better. We decided to only watch it during the day now.
So you can't watch it when you get home? I thought that you were going to watch it when you get home.
I want to, but it has to be like before 8 p.m. at least. Like,
Yeah.
maybe if we can watch it as soon as Holly goes to bed, we can like get an episode in. But I need to have like a cleansing show, like 90 Day Fiance or something before I actually go to sleep.
Yes.
But this dream I had, it was me and Josh. We were in my old house and we were in the kitchen. And you know how there's like the sliding glass door and then the kitchen
Yeah.
island? We were on the other side of the island and these zombies were like trying to break into the house and like smashing the glass, and they were scary looking, but they were more like The Walking Dead, because The Walking Dead zombies didn't scare me as much because these guys didn't know how to run. They're walkers. So they're slow and stupid. But these ones in this Last of Us show can fucking move. Like they are fast as fuck and they run. That is what freaked me out. So the zombies in my dream could like run. And they were so creepy. They had like these big heads and they were holding knives.
Ugh.
And so while they're breaking into the house, Josh, we were like hiding behind the kitchen island, and he opens up the fridge and starts like trying to eat stuff. And he gets into this little mini pumpkin pie, and he's like complaining that it was gluten-free. He's like, why did you buy a gluten-free pie? And I'm like, dude, do you not see what's happening behind us? And he's like, he was making it such not a big deal.
Hell yeah.
And I was freaking the fuck out. And then they like got into the house and they were talking to us. And one of them had this chair and it was trying to get me to sit down in the chair so it could like, I don't know, assuming cut me up. And I'm like screaming to Josh, like, what do I do? Where do I go? And he's just filming it with this giant camera. And he's like, this is great content.
Shut up.
Oh he like didn't give a fuck that this whole thing was happening. I was so stressed out. So it was kind of funny, but
How did it end?
I woke up before anything. That's like when they were like, get in the chair. My brain exited.
Oh my God. That's fucking terrifying.
I was pretty freaked out. I'm not going to lie. And then when you're in a freak out mode, anxiety just starts. So I'm like laying awake thinking about all these stressful things just in life.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a pretty brutal night. Barely slept on Saturday night.
Spoiler alert, Kendall is about to spoil something on this show. If you don't want to hear it, fast forward.
Friday
That's why I
night.
don't watch scary things.
I don't blame you for that. I mean,
I don't like things that are scary or intense. It
the
freaks
show
me
is
out.
so good. The Last of Us is so good. I just watched the Bill and Frank episode for people out there who know. Oh, my heart is broken, but also filled with love.
Rest in peace. Just kidding. I have no idea who those
No,
people
yeah.
are or what's going on.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But-
Rest in peace, Bill and Frank.
Is that a spoiler?
No, I don't think
No?
so.
I
I
don't
think a
want
lot
to
of people have watched this already. Like,
That's true. But what if people who haven't started it yet?
Well, too fucking bad.
Okay, maybe we'll put a little note on the screen saying
Spoiler!
Spoilers. People get actually mad when you
Yeah.
spoil things. I don't want to upset people.
I mean, do you get mad?
Kinda.
Yeah.
No
I
one
get
spoils
offended.
anything for me because I don't watch anything new.
I feel like it's new enough that it's really not fair if I spoil it.
Okay, well,
I'm
maybe
like,
I'll put it in a note.
there have been times where I've talked about Grey's Anatomy episodes from 10 years ago and people will be like, why did you give a spoiler?
Speaking of which, Grey's Anatomy is renewed for season 20. Not that I have any
Dude,
idea
I
what
know.
that show is about, but
I have a friend who I used to watch this with all the time. And she texted me recently and was like, are you still watching Grey's Anatomy? I'm like, that shit is still on.
That's
Like, no, I bailed on
insane.
season fucking 12 or something.
really?
Too many of the main characters died. I got pissed. I was like, you know what? I don't need this trauma in my life every week. It's depressing. And it was just like, it was so dramatic. Like every other week, plane crash, shooting in the hospital.
Oh, God.
It's like
Someone's-
same thing over.
Yeah. Over and over. Everyone's sick. Everyone's dying. Sad, 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 sad.
The most intense, and it was scary to me, but you guys are going to be like, what the fuck, was Lost.
Lost was intense,
And I
dude.
didn't even-
I had nightmares about
I
Lost.
didn't even finish it because I don't know. You know me, I can't commit to a show.
Oh, yeah, you
Um,
never finished Lost. You got me into Lost.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh.
You were the one who told me about it.
Good
And you're
for
like,
me.
this is good. I'm like, if Janelle's watching it, I
It
gotta
was
watch
good.
this.
But
was
then I
good.
bailed because I don't remember why. But anyway,
There were some scary scenes in that too.
Freaked me
That
out.
is one show I can remember that gave me a lot of nightmares, but I still loved it.
that show freaked me the fuck out.
Had a really fucking dumb
Have you watched
ending.
Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one's good.
Breaking Bad's great. Top 3 shows for sure.
Everyone's obsessed with Breaking Bad.
That is, yeah. You'd probably really like Breaking Bad. It's not really that scary.
It's just
No.
like
too
suspenseful,
long
but-
now, though. Like it's too much for
yeah,
me to watch.
it would take you 5 years. Probably.
Which, by the way, you all need to stop sending me hate about the fucking Office. Okay, get your facts straight. First off, I watched 2 seasons of The Office,
But you watched
and
the
it
shitty
wasn't
one.
good. That is,
But you didn't really
not
watch.
my fault.
You didn't really watch.
I did watch.
No, you half-assed watched. You
I-
didn't even know certain things.
wrong.
You never gave it a real shot.
I did. I watched 2 seasons of
I will
it.
give you that credit if you finished to season 3 because that was the
No.
original deal.
No.
Was all 3.
Nope.
Well then,
I'm sorry,
you
but
failed.
if my
You deserve the
motto
hate. What
is-
can I say?
is if a
Shit's
show,
going down.
if it takes 2 seasons of a show before it gets good, then it's just a bad show.
Oh.
No,
Yeah,
no, The Office is not a bad show.
it is.
How many times are we gonna have this damn debate on this show?
My whole point was to stop sending me hate. Stop online bullying me about
That's true,
the fucking
guys.
Office.
It's okay. I'm not actually upset that she didn't watch The Office.
I think she's a little bit upset.
Just a little bit, like
It's
a little
fine.
sad, a little disappointing, but still love you.
Disappointing. That's good. I'm glad.
I forgive.
That's great. Forgive.
Why
forget and
is
forgive.
there's fluff? This
Yeah, I
sweatshirt
was gonna
must
say,
shed.
I was looking
Look at this.
I know you got up earlier and your ass was covered in white
Dude,
balls.
it's so annoying. I have used the lint roller 3 times today.
Yeah.
I'm giving up. I think I need to like wash this. Josh gets me these really comfy sweatshirts every Christmas from, isn't it warm? It's like a
Soft
blanket.
and
It's from this
cozy.
brand called Feet. It's like FEAT. He gets me whole suits and everything. I've never had one like shed like this. It's everywhere. My pants are covered in white. Look at the couch.
Yeah, you've
Look at
ruined
my side of
everything.
the couch.
Damn.
So bad.
Feet.
Feet.
Oh,
It's
I'm gonna have to
cozy
check that
stuff.
shit out.
It really is very cozy. I like it a lot. We've got some good designs. Anyway, like I said, we've got a lot to get through. Sydney, did you have anything for your weekend update? I know we kind of shared our Friday night plans.
Yeah, no, I mean, those were the only plans I had. And then I
Yeah.
just chilled. I did sushi too on Saturday.
God damn, I love sushi.
Guys, I had bad sushi on Sunday.
Shut up. From where?
Uh,
Some random local place?
yeah.
Oh my God, it was bad?
it was not good.
Like, what was
Like,
bad
I only
about
had
it?
like 4 pieces. and then
Was it a
tossed
new
her.
place?
No.
No.
I'll tell you the place later.
Oh,
I don't want to like
no.
bust
Did
a
it just
business
taste
right here.
Too fishy.
It's a small business. It was just, I don't know. It was just not it. It was like the rice was mushy. It just, bleh. Yeah, it was like, and I wasn't that hungry, so I just wasn't into it. But
No.
no, God, we all got sushi this weekend though.
I get sushi
basic.
every single weekend.
Oh.
It's a good weekend thing. Good weekend treat.
What, Sydney? What was that for?
Oh, it's
Oh.
like, you get it every weekend.
You sound like Meredith from Real Housewives.
Oh.
Or Lisa, I mean.
Lisa.
Anyways, that was really
Lisa's
random.
So annoying.
She
So
was
is
annoying.
Meredith. They're all annoying,
They are really annoying.
except for Heather. Anyway, now we're
Anyways.
getting really off topic.
Yeah.
Let's
surprise.
get into it.
Starting with gay fruit flies.
Yes, guys, the air pollution might be turning the fruit flies gay. This is really interesting, actually.
Max Planck Institute for Chemical Ecology. Wow,
Ecology.
I'm
Wow.
a scientist.
Ecology.
In Germany, found that ozone pollution can degrade insect sex pheromones, making it more challenging for fruit flies to recognize members of the opposite sex. For the study, male fruit flies were exposed to large amounts of ozone, similar to the amount found in polluted cities, and they were exposed for 2 hours. Researchers found that the insects experienced significantly decreased pheromone levels, and they also discovered that the pollution led to an increase in male-to-male mating, which researchers believe could be due to the fact that they rely on pheromones to differentiate between males and females. Female fruit flies were found to be less interested in male fruit flies exposed to the pollution. So like, ew, you nasty, dirty fruit flies, get out of here. And researchers believe that the only solution to this issue is to immediately reduce pollutants in the atmosphere. Yeah, that'll really happen.
Yeah, I mean, they've been saying that for what, fucking 45 years at this point?
Yeah.
Longer.
And how about the fact that Biden just signed the
The Willow
just,
Project.
Yeah, just blowing my mind.
Yeah, that was really fucking disappointing. But Biden, overall, in my opinion, has been fucking disappointing.
Anyways, the gay fruit flies are out and about though.
They are. Kind of love that for them, but not for this reason.
Yeah, loving that for them. Honestly, like fun, live your best life. But
Yeah.
also,
I know. It's honestly fucked up.
oh no,
Yeah.
fruit flies. That was really random.
Well, they better be careful because if they start having like drag shows and stuff, it could get banned.
It could get banned. Yeah,
I
better
don't
to
just-
ban drag shows because that's harming kids more than.
Mhm.
Oh wait, what's the number one cause of kids dying in America? Guns.
Yeah, today was actually a really rough morning.
Yeah, horrible.
There's a horrific shooting right in Nashville.
Yep.
Very close to where, well, right where drag shows were just banned. My nanny is going to a bachelorette party in Nashville and they were going to go to a drag show and it got canceled.
Dude, what the fucking hell is going on? That is horrible.
America's priorities are so beyond fucked.
So bad. What is going on?
It's more concerning to Congress. Like the fact that Congress all came together unanimously in this bipartisan effort to ban TikTok, but
Yeah,
we
which
can't
is-
get anything done to protect children.
Right. Right. But they're like, oh, well, kids are dying from doing challenges on TikTok. TikTok is a big topic of today's episode.
Yeah,
so
we're
we'll
gonna
get
get
into
into
that in a
TikTok.
sec.
Yeah, which we briefly touched on last week, not really knowing like how serious this whole issue
Yeah.
is, like how close to actually being banned TikTok is. Like, could it even be banned by the time this episode goes up?
No, I don't think so. Because I think even if they sign it. It's not going to
Well, I'm
actually
saying,
get
like,
off.
Signed.
Oh.
Because it probably will take some while to go into
I
effect,
bet
but
it'll take like till
take
next
some
year.
while.
Take some while. Jesus. Okay, but before we
That's
get
really
into that, we
annoying.
still have to go over our CSIs.
Yes. Well, we still have another spicy too, don't we? I thought we had 2 spicies.
Well, we have TikTok. That's
The fruit flies are spicy. That's
the fruit,
for sure.
Yeah. And then we have CSI fast food drama, North Carolina, and Gwyeth
Okay, so
Paltrow.
we're going to take a spicy break, do some CSI, and then get back to the spicies. Because TikTok
Correct.
falls under spicy, right?
Yeah. But I say we save TikTok for a few minutes here.
Okay. That's a good deal.
Okay.
All right. All right. Starting out here with a man in North Carolina who bought a $68,000 Maserati SUV from Carvana for his wife's birthday and then learned it was a stolen car.
Wah, wah, wah.
Big L on that one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jason Scott from Moore County, North Carolina, purchased a Maserati for more than $68,000 from Carvana in November as a birthday gift for his wife.
It's a nice gift.
Nice gift.
Very
Nice
nice.
job, Jason.
Mhm.
Jason said everything was fine until he went to get the car serviced at the Maserati dealership in February. And that's when he found out that the car was stolen.
Womp, womp, womp.
Finish.
Yeah.
Thank you. The paperwork given to Jason when he purchased the car said it was a 2021 model. But during the service, the technician notes stated that there were parts of the car that did not match the year or the VIN. After further investigation, it was discovered that the car is not a 2021, but instead a 2017 Maserati.
Womp, womp, womp. Yeah.
Thank you. Jason said that when they went to check the VIN number on the frame of the car, it was different than the one on the window.
Damn.
The police were called and they questioned Jason, but after he showed him proof,
Question, Jason.
but Jason showed proof that he bought it from Carvana and he was free to go. Jason called Carvana and the woman on the phone said, well, we can't trade the vehicle back in until you bring the vehicle back. Jason's like, what the fuck? It's stolen. He provided the police report to Carvana to show them that he couldn't return the car, and he also wanted his down payment back plus the 2 car payments refunded.
Why wouldn't
And now
you?
Carvana's ghosting Jason. They say, not our problem. But then a day after this story aired,
Not our
of
problem.
course, Carvana was like, okay, this is our problem.
They're like, oh shit, sorry about
they
that.
finally responded.
Sorry, we were on airplane mode. We're back.
Troubleshooter Diane Wilson gave this statement. When Carvana acquired this vehicle, someone had taken sophisticated criminal steps to steal and alter the vehicle, and we're taking all the necessary steps to make it right for our customer in this rare instance.
They said, oh shit, sorry about that.
And weren't you telling me that Carvana doesn't make any profit?
Yes. I will read you text message. So John told me this, that Carvana has never made a profit. Well, I guess 1 quarter ever with a profit since the company's inception in 2012. Other than that, per the 10K filings, which are the annual public filings with the SEC, Carvana has been in a net loss from 2016 to 2022.
Damn.
They ain't making any money.
So why are they a thing then? Why continue your business?
They probably hope that they make money eventually.
So it's like Twitter before Elon Musk got involved.
Was Twitter really making no money? See,
No.
I don't really remember this.
They
whole
weren't
thing.
making a profit.
Okay, well, yeah, it's like just like Twitter then.
That's
Carvana.
why he's charging everybody $8 for Twitter Blue. I'm going to have to they're taking my verification badge.
Isn't it gone?
Let
That's what
me
you
check
said
it right
last
now.
week.
I
Didn't
said
you-
that?
Yeah.
No,
that
they
was-
took
yeah.
my 2-factor
Oh.
authorization or whatever, like the safety measures, because that was their
Oh.
first attempt to get more people on Twitter Blue. But now they're saying they're going to take the check. The check is still there as far as I'm seeing.
Gotcha.
It's really annoying.
Bye-bye, blue check.
Anyway, back to the Carvana story.
Okay.
Jason does have an attorney who sent Carvana a letter with his demands, which were $1 million in compensation for losses, both financially and reputationally. This hurt his ego. And he wants a public apology. Carvana did send a letter in response to Jason's attorney, which said in part that Carvana denied any prior knowledge that the vehicle was stolen when they purchased it, and they apologized for his experience. The letter states a customer advocate with Carvana told Jason they would refund the money he had already applied to the purchase, or he could swap for another vehicle of his choice.
Mhm.
And they also offered him $1,000 as a gesture of goodwill. But they're like, we don't have money to give you $1 million, Jason. That's just not going to happen, sadly, because we're not making any money.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Thank you. The North Carolina Attorney General's office says they are investigating Carvana as they have 130 complaints against the company, but they are not aware of any complaints involving selling stolen cars. So we'll have to see about that. I'm sure his wife's pissed. She's like, Jason, the hell?
What the fuck are you y'all do? You y'all.
I mean, like, how did that even happen, though, for real?
Because the VIN number was different on the frame of the car than on the windows. They only checked one of them. It matched. They didn't check both. So it didn't come up as stolen. But then when you took it in, they're like, bitch, this is stolen.
Thank you for explaining. I don't know jack shit about VIN numbers.
A VIN number is like a social security number for a car.
Oh.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would you say that's like correct?
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good way.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Yeah. So
what else
anyways,
we got here?
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, it sucks. Just suck.
Guys, we have more McDonald's crime. What is up with our fast food crimes lately? We have so many of them.
Yeah, there was actually several, and we didn't have enough time to cover them all today, so we picked this one.
We had to pick. Yeah, we had to pick. Anyways, Florida woman pulls gun, which, by the way that I found this was by literally Googling crazy Florida news.
Really?
Yeah. Everything crazy happens in Florida.
There's got to be like a website that's like crazy Florida news.
Yeah, there should be. We should invent it. Crazyfloridanews.com.
That was my favorite part about visiting my grandparents as a kid is I would just watch the local news late at night.
Shit is wild.
It was so entertaining.
Shit is wild down there. You guys are
Alligator
crazy.
got into this person's pool today.
Yeah.
This person
got swallowed by an alligator today.
Stole the Mickey Mouse costume from Disney. It's pretty interesting.
This woman, so on Thursday, March 16th in Cocoa, Florida, 26-year-old female, I think her name is Quave Young. Quave
I think Quave.
Young was arrested after police officers said she threatened a McDonald's employee and pointed a gun at them. According to the arrest report, she pulled up to the McDonald's drive-thru speaker and asked for a meal that was not on the menu. We don't exactly know what this meal was, but it was on the menu.
Maybe it was like that special birthday cake or something. Have you heard about that?
No.
Apparently some locations will give you a whole ass birthday cake if you
What?
order it. Yeah.
How do we get that? I want that.
I mean, we could go around and try it sometime. See which locations around here have it. It's like for the birthday parties. You can get a whole ass sheet cake.
Wait, what? That's so fun. I want a McDonald's cake.
You've never seen people doing that on
No.
TikTok? I see it all the time.
What? Is
Anyway,
there a way to like look up which locations have it?
I don't think so. I think you have to go and ask.
It's like a secret menu item?
Yeah. And it has like Ronald on there.
Dude, Ronald's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, he is.
Creeper ass. Anyways, the McDonald's employee told her that unfortunately they are not able to complete her order because that item was not on the menu. But she did not take no for an answer, and she pulled up to the first drive-thru window and demanded her order be taken. The McDonald's employee asked her what her problem was and why she was so angry. And after the employee confronted her, Quave pulled out a black handgun and was waving it around and then pointed it at an employee and said she'll, quote, push her shit back. She then pulled through the second drive-thru window, visibly placing the gun on her lap. Officers arrived shortly after the McDonald's employee alerted law enforcement. Upon their arrival, police located Quave, who was reportedly driving with a suspended license and found with a black handgun with a drum-style magazine capable of carrying 50 rounds.
That's great.
She was booked into jail on 3 charges: aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, open carry of a weapon, and driving with a suspended license.
I just don't get why these people are fucking their lives up over fast food.
Fast food.
Why? Of all
It's
the
true.
things, it's insane.
Like the chick who drove her Popeyes into her car into her car into Popeyes.
Yeah, that was fucking insane.
We covered another one too recently. I don't know. There's so
and
many.
the Taco Bell guy who tried to pull off the rat poison
Right.
thing because he didn't get his burrito instead of the drink or whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all
Why?
need to chill.
Why?
Take a deep fucking breath and reassess.
Why over a McDonald's?
That's insane. Like, you know you're not going to get away with this. This is not the fucking Wild West. You're not going to just be able to pull a gun.
Over McDonald's, folks.
Oh my God.
It is bizarre.
Yeah.
Mm.
And like we said, this wasn't the only fast food drama that was going on this weekend.
There's like a different
We had
one
to
where
pick and
some
choose.
dude was like driving 100 miles an hour, going to Taco Bell and got pulled over. And he was like, well,
Yep.
it's because I was bringing my wife to the interview.
Yep.
With 3 kids in the back.
Yeah. Yee.
Oopsie.
Yikes. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and that person was also in Florida.
Yep.
The
Love
talkable
that.
person.
Florida.
FloridaNews.com.
Y'all are hot down there or something.
Wild Florida news, which by the way, guys, if you ever come across, because sometimes it's hard to find wild stories like this that are local, obviously that are not in Colorado.
Yes.
So if you ever come across something, it has to be recent. It can't be like from years ago. But if you in your state come across a crazy story that you think is like, it can't be too serious of a crime, obviously, but like wild stuff like this, tweet us
Yeah.
because we'll want to cover it.
Don't we have a form too?
I don't know if we have one for wild news stories.
Let's set one up. Because
A
that
wild
might be
news
easier.
story
Not everyone's
form.
on Twitter. Because
That's
not everyone
true.
wants to be on Elon's fucking little world.
That's true. Yeah, maybe we should set up a form.
I think that would be good.
Wild news. Anyways, that's that.
We need merch that says anyways.
Yes.
I know
Now
we really do because we say
Anyways,
it
dot, dot,
so
dot.
much. I feel. Would you guys buy that? I would buy that. I feel like it's fun in Gen Z.
Stop. Fun in Gen Z. It's more like millennial.
Hey, I'm not the one turning
Anyway.
30.
You're right behind me, bitch. Don't even.
I am 28.
Well, you sound like you're
You're
30.
28 and a half. And a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
You only got
True.
a year and a half yet left until you're on the way to the grave like me. In fact, remember, we learned recently we're all on the way to the grave. After you're 24, it's all downhill. Your cells start dying faster than they're multiplying and you're dying.
Damn.
So, anyways. Thank you. Okay, now it is time for us to get into some trial CSI. There's a big trial going on right now. Trial
Big
of
trial.
the month.
Really, there's 2 trials.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. No,
No, it's only
TikTok's a
trial.
hearing.
Yeah, hearing. That's the word I'm looking for.
but this is a trial.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwen.
Gwenny
Do we
girl.
call her Gwen? Are we close enough to call
on
her
Gwen
Gwen?
terms. I
Yeah.
actually really like the name Gwen. And I brought it up to Josh the other day, like, what if we named our next kid, if it's a girl, Gwendolyn? And he was like, not into it.
Gwendolyn?
Janelle's judging me. I think it's cute, like little Gwen.
I don't want to offend
Little
anyone.
Gwen Stefani. You know?
Don't you hate Gwen Stefani?
Yeah.
Yeah, but why Gwendolyn?
I don't hate her. I don't
Kendall
like her
absolutely
music. She's
despises her.
annoying.
But yeah, you don't hate her. She's probably
She
a nice.
stole that dude from
Miranda.
my girl Miranda Lambert. Nah.
Stole
Nah.
that.
She
dude.
gave him up. She gave him to Gwen. She said, take
Yeah.
his ass.
Who?
What's his name?
Oh my gosh.
From The
Blake.
Voice. Blake Shelton.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
What
It's
is the
bad.
song?
Have you been watching it?
What is the songs with the Voice?
Yeah.
No.
American Idol's back too.
People get
God,
Josh gets
Sydney,
so
you're an
annoyed
old
when he put
woman
on these
for
shows.
watching that.
Why? So many people watch that shit.
Her face.
This is the voice.
I love
I
it.
love when they make all the judges try to sing and it's so awkward. I love
Oh yeah.
live for that.
But, okay,
really, like-
American Idol's really good.
Is it?
Lionel
Who the fuck
Richie.
is getting famous off American Idol anymore?
I know. No one's an American Idol anymore.
All
Kelly
it-
Clarkson was the last American Idol.
No, Katy Perry and Lionel
she
Richie.
she won American
Katie-
Idol.
No, Katie's a
Oh, they're
judge.
judges. Yeah.
I'm like, what?
No, she didn't.
No, I know. Oh, I meant they're judges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but who's the last person to be on American Idol who's actually like
Oh.
winning?
No joke. The last person that won made an album and it plays on the country station.
Mm.
Cool.
Yep.
Anyways, back to freaking Gwen here.
Okay,
Gwen,
yes.
Gwen.
Gwyneth.
This is God's country. Sorry, I was trying to remember what Blake Shelton's most popular song was.
That's his most popular
With the
song?
dogs running.
Yeah.
Wait, why have I never even freaking heard of that?
I don't know. Probably because you hate
Yeah,
country music.
No, but I know like country music.
I saw the
Kinda.
light in the sunrise with the sitting on the back.
I like
the
that
muddy
song.
riverside getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Be your favorite song. You got to look it up.
It's
It's good.
With the dogs running
in God's country.
in God's country with my barbecue on the grill and
What?
my wife.
My barbecue on the grill.
That's what like every country song is about. It's like
No.
barbecuing pigs and
No.
fried chicken.
No, you need to listen to Tyler Childers. You
sitting
want real
on the
good
porch,
country?
rocking.
You got to give
back and
Tyler a
forth.
chance.
That was
Listen,
good.
there's some good country artists right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Sydney's
like,
my country sister.
I like Casey Musgraves.
Yeah, she's good, right? There's some good country out there. Like I said, Tyler Childers, amazing. You just got to get off the radio country crap. That's what you're referring to.
You gotta get off that
Everything's
rap
like
crap.
barbecuing.
Titties
Fried
out,
chicken.
barbecuing.
Okay. All right.
Okay, back
Let's
to
get
Gwen.
it back together here.
Back to
Wow.
Gwen.
You know who is not country?
When?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
She was in Country Strong though.
What's
Oh,
that?
you're right.
What is that? Is that a movie?
Yeah.
Country strong.
She sings?
Dude.
I don't think she's saying that. Did
No,
she?
she did. She was
I
like the
didn't
main
watch that.
singer.
Gwen does sing.
Do you know who Gwen was married to?
No.
No idea?
No. Who?
Chris Martin from Coldplay. They have a child named Apple.
I don't know who
Yeah.
that is.
They have a child named Apple.
I don't know who
What do you
Chris
think of
Martin. Apple?
From Coldplay.
Oh.
Chris Martin.
I didn't know that's his name. The main guy?
Yeah, main guy.
And
I used
Apple.
to rule the world.
That song is so fucking annoying. I hate that song.
Oh, okay.
I get really mad because I used to love Coldplay.
I
and
like
I think
Coldplay. I think they're
they have
great.
some all right songs now, but nothing compared to like Clocks and X and Y and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Clocks
Good
is
stuff.
great. Apple? Apple?
Apple. What do you think of
Bottom
that?
jeans, boots.
How
with
old's
the
Apple
fur.
now? Will you look it up?
Yeah.
I was mind blown the other day. You know Surrey Cruz?
No.
Tom
Oh my-
Cruise's daughter?
Oh.
Yeah.
She's 16,
That's
super
insane.
smart. She's already applying to colleges. And Tom Cruise has nothing to do with her life.
What?
Yeah, I was reading all about it the other day. Got a
Is it
little news
because
alert.
he's a Scientologist and they're not allowed to?
Probably. Well, I think Katie Holmes went through a lot of shit with all that. I mean,
Tom Cruise.
Oh
But
my
yeah.
gosh, look at her.
My mom met
daughter's-
Tom Cruise once.
gorgeous. Oh, this is Apple?
Yeah.
Apple's gorgeous too.
Really pretty.
How old is she?
I used to rule the world.
Did you ever watch the little girls on Ellen?
Yeah,
and
the two
Yeah.
girls that sang.
Did you see the
She's
oldest
pregnant.
one?
She had a kid.
Yeah, she gave
I know,
birth.
it's fucking crazy. I felt old as shit.
That is mind blowing. It feels like they were like 5 years old yesterday.
Seriously,
I
though.
know.
They were so cute.
They were cute.
I don't remember their names though.
She's 18.
18.
Apple.
I remember when she was born. How's that possible?
Apple
I must have been
bottom
12.
jeans, boots with the fur. Damn, you were 12, 18 years ago. You are old.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Oh,
You were
shit.
like 16. I mean, you were 10.
I
That
was
is hard.
wait a second, what?
You were 10.
Yeah, that is
That was
fucked
in
up.
your dancing stage. That's when you were shimmying all over the neighborhood.
shimming at King Supers.
This girl would drop it and shimmy any damn time.
Cringe.
She used to go. It's so great.
Yeah.
I was living for it though because she
God.
was so shy up until then, and I was like, oh, she's living her best life. She's shimmying around.
That's really sad. That's when I peaked. Is when I was 8
That was
shimming around the
definitely when you
neighborhood.
peaked for sure.
Fuck.
You were teaching me
Downhill.
all the dance moves. I was loving it.
Downhill. Ever since then.
No, that's not true.
That's okay. No,
It's not true.
it's not entirely
But you were
true.
peaking for sure.
Okay, back to fucking Gwyneth, folks.
Okay,
Get back
fucking
to
Gwyneth
Gwyneth
Paltrow.
She is in trouble. Kind of.
Maybe
Not really.
Not really. She is in a lot of hot water though.
Yeah.
People are not liking her
Hot
diet
water.
regimen that she's been talking about lately, which has been very damaging. I feel.
I think so too. I'm side note, kind of serious. I'm like kind of concerned about her
I am too.
in
And
that regard.
I think it's kind of sad that I think a lot of celebrities end up like this because of everything they go through. Hollywood is so toxic. I just pulled
Totally.
a piece of my extensions out if you watched that.
Wait, it just like came out.
Yeah, it was just like a really long one. I just had to get her out of there, you know? Off she goes. I don't know if it was a real hair or an extension, but yeah, very concerning. But I feel when I see her talking about this diet where she's like basically talking about not eating anything and then having bone broth as her lunch and it's like sad to me.
Yeah.
It's sad that she's like spreading it around. It's very harmful to younger people, but it's also, I feel bad for her.
I feel bad for her too.
Because it's like she's so gorgeous and it's just she seems like very obsessed with it and like prison to it. So I don't know. I feel for her.
Well, also I think, which I don't know that much about it, but from what I've seen, it would be one thing if she was like, this is what I do, but I also am like
Mhm.
working closely with a nutritionist or whatever. And I know it's not for everyone. Like, please be careful. Don't just start doing this randomly. Because I think a lot of young people especially could be like, oh, well, Gwyneth's doing that. She looks beautiful. So I'm going
Yeah.
to start doing that. And that
Right.
can obviously lead to other very harmful
It's
habits
kinda-
and stuff.
It kind of reminds me of that woman in the breatharian episode we did on Mile Higher.
Oh, yeah. What was her fucking name? I forgot.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But she
Breatharian
looked
lady.
like Gwyneth.
She
anyway.
did. She did. Okay.
But anyway, Gwyneth is on trial right now.
Mhm.
She appeared in Park City, Utah courtroom on Tuesday, March 21st for the start of the trial over a 2016 crash. So
Skiing crash.
yes, sorry, skiing crash. Hella
Mhm.
late.
Yeah, it is hella late.
So this happened at a very bouge ski resort, Park
Mhm.
City, Utah.
I've never
Um,
skied Park City.
I've heard this is very fancy. It's kind of like the Aspen or the
Mhm.
Vale of Utah.
Of the Utah.
Yep. So anyway, she is facing a civil lawsuit for allegedly crashing into another skier at the resort, causing serious injuries to Terry Sanderson, a now 76-year-old man. Terry filed the lawsuit in 2019, 3 years after the crash. He alleged that Gwyneth hit him while skiing on a beginner's slope at Deer Valley Resort in Park City, bougie, leaving him seriously injured. And now he wants $3.1 million in damages. And also included Deer Valley Resort, Gwyneth's ski instructor, and 2 other resort employees in the suit. And in response, Gwyneth launched a countersuit in 2019 for just $1, plus her legal fees, claiming it was in fact Terry who skied into the back of her. So now it's been this big old who done it, who skied into who.
Who done it?
Terry claims that Gwyneth was skiing out of control. She was just wilding out. And then she crashed into him from behind, leaving him with traumatic brain injury, broken ribs, and the loss of enjoyment of life.
Damn. Ski accidents can be really fucking
They
scary.
can. It's serious.
Like, I've seen some shit.
But if you've listened to this whole trial, it just seems like,
it's a little weird.
yeah, it's a little like,
It's not as simple as they make it seem.
Mm-mm. So the lawsuit claimed that neither Miss Paltrow nor Deer Valley Lodge personnel notified emergency responders about the injured Terry Sanderson. They left him at the scene with serious brain injuries caused by Miss Paltrow. Terry later amended his suit in 2022 after a third district judge decided some of his evidence wasn't sufficient. Terry is now seeking only $300,000 for claims of negligency causing injury, with Gwyneth being the only defendant. While Gwyneth and Terry both agree that they ran into each other on the ski run, both allege that the other is at fault.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, there was only one sole witness that saw the crash, Craig Ramone, Terry's friend. He testified that he heard a loud scream and saw Gwyneth hit Terry. He also has been saying, well, they're saying in court that he was like 40 feet away from it. So they're like, how could he have really known?
And colorblind.
Yeah, that's what
Which
she's been really bringing up.
Yeah.
So here's a clip of Gwyneth's response to Craig's claim. And some of the clips from this trial, guys, have been kind of funny.
They have been.
Mr. Sanderson categorically hit me on that ski slope, and that is the truth.
And I'm sure that that's what you believe. I'm not saying
because it's the truth.
I'm not saying that. Do you believe that he saw the
Yeah, she's
collision?
annoying.
No, I don't believe that he saw what he thinks he saw.
Ms. Paltrow, why would he lie?
He said he was at 40 feet away and colorblind. I don't know how he can be positive about what he saw, especially with how much he changed his story.
Well, what does colorblind have to do with anything? My husband's colorblind. We tease him all the time that he can't tell red or green.
What does that have to do with
What does that
anything?
have to do with not seeing who hit who?
Well, if you have 2 people in ski gear with helmets on and you're 40 plus feet away, I'm not sure how you can discern who is who.
So what's interesting here is, according to Utah law, the individual who is downhill, like further down the hill, has the right of way when skiing and snowboarding, which makes sense. It's like driving, kind of.
Yep.
Meaning the main question of the trial is who's actually further down the hill when they hit one another, and which individual had the right of way. During Gwyneth's testimony, she maintained her claim that Terry was the one who caused the crash, and she said she felt somebody's body press against her back while groaning and grunting in a disturbing way.
Sorry.
I kind of like that.
Sorry.
And that she initially didn't realize what happened and briefly thought it was a sexual assault or a practical joke. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But they both fell over, and when she pushed away, she was feeling very upset.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, she had to stop skiing for the day. She was very upset about that. Gwyneth said she recalled moving further down the hill and confirmed that he shouted, "You skied directly into my fucking back." And she said after shouting that she heard Terry mumble, "Sorry, I'm sorry."
Yeah, exactly. So was Terry the one, if he's apologizing according to Gwyneth? Did he do it?
Well, that's the thing, is like, especially after not doing anything about this for 3 years. But who really knows?
I don't know.
Could she have hit him?
Sure.
You guys will have to let us know what you
Jinx.
think. And do you think she's going to be found guilty? I wonder if this will wrap up before this episode actually comes out.
Maybe.
I wonder if they're in court today. Sydney, can you look that up?
Yeah, they are.
They are?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I
This
wonder-
whole
Tea.
week.
Can you see if anything's happening right now? Can we tune into the live real fast?
That's a good idea.
We want to make sure that we're
I'm already bored.
respectful of your time here.
Yeah, I'm bored. Don't give a
Appreciate
fuck.
you.
All right. Enough of that. We've got other stuff to get to.
Moving on.
But yeah, let us know what you guys think of the trial. Real quick before we go, we do have this interesting video of some of the hot moments from Terry's lawyer. Very bizarre comments that she has made.
You were wearing goggles, a helmet.
Yes,
Okay, kind of looked like everybody else on the slope.
that's always my intention.
Okay. Probably had a better ski outfit, though, I bet.
I still have the same one.
So fucking weird
May
to
I
say.
ask how tall you are?
Well, this is funny.
I'm just under 5'10".
Okay, I am so jealous.
I think
'Cause
I'm shrinking though.
You and me both. I have to wear 4-inch heels just to make it to 5'5".
Well,
So,
they're very nice.
oh, thank you. And you're not trained in
God,
accident
cringe.
reconstruction.
Me?
Yeah,
No,
neither am I.
I was yelling. at
Okay.
him.
Is she like fangirling? Like what's happening here?
Forceful,
I was pretty upset.
right? You're small but mighty. Actually, you're not that small. Okay, and I'm
Dude,
assuming
shut the fuck up.
you're under oath here that you're a good tipper.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I wouldn't expect anything less.
What the hell? Girl, what are you even saying? What the fuck?
I wonder if
You
she's
were
like
wearing
practicing these lines
goggles, a
before she
helmet.
goes in.
Yes.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
Weird.
Okay, well, if we want to get to secrets this week, we got to move
We
forward
have to
here.
get
So we
to
have
our
a
big
lot to
topic,
talk
yeah.
about here. TikTok.
TikTok.
All right.
Last week we talked about how they're in a hearing that could possibly ban TikTok, and a lot of stuff has come out since then. And we are, I don't know. I saw you put a poll on Twitter, and
Mhm.
most people said no.
As far as if TikTok
it was
will
going
be
to get
banned.
I'm actually worried it might.
We
really
think
get
it will
banned.
be banned. Yeah.
I
I
don't
said
know.
last week I didn't think it would be, but I didn't realize like how much Congress has come together. They're actually calling this the most bipartisan committee in Congress. This is one of the first times where Democrats and Republicans have come together unanimously on something. Which is
Yeah.
like really of this on all fucking issues. Great.
I know, really.
Um,
That's really, really great.
And this has been so fucking like I don't even know how to put this into words. It's been such a joke of a hearing. They were
Yeah.
so disrespectful to TikTok CEO. It's
Shou
Shou Chu.
Mhm.
And he has carried himself with such poise
Yeah.
and been so polite, and they're constantly interrupting him. No one knows what the fuck they're talking about. It makes our Congress and our representatives look like
fools,
dumb asses.
which they are.
And they clearly don't understand the younger generation and are just writing this off as some little Mimi app, as they're calling it.
Oh,
You hear that? Mimi. Literally, she's like, have you seen the Mimi?
Like a meme?
Yeah, they're calling it Mimis. That's how little they know.
Ew,
One of them
boomers.
called it Tic Tac.
Oh, I saw that. Tic Tac.
And when another one was questioning Show and was asking him, so does TikTok connect to the Wi-Fi?
We have a clip of that.
Do we?
Yeah.
Can we play that?
Let's watch the Wi-Fi clip. It's horrible.
It's embarrassing. This is so embarrassing.
Oh my God.
Dude, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Look at his face. He's like,
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand the.
So if I have
Question.
TikTok app on my phone and my
Why
phone
does
is on my
TikTok
home
grab
Wi-Fi
my
network,
phone?
does TikTok access that network?
no
You will have
shit.
to access the network to get connections to the internet, if that's the question.
Is it possible
like, are you
that
really
it can
that
access
dumb?
other
Am I hearing
devices
you
on
right?
That home Wi-Fi network.
Congressman, we do not do anything that is beyond any industry norms. I believe the answer to your question is no. It could be technical. Let me get back to you.
So first, I think we should watch Show's 5-minute statement here. This was extremely interesting. He talks a lot about the behind the scenes of TikTok and ByteDance and the fact that everyone thinks that this is a Chinese government owned company, ByteDance, and
I
it's
know.
actually not. It's privately owned. And anyways, he's explains a lot of very interesting points here. So I think we should go ahead and watch this.
I am Shou Chu, and I'm from Singapore. That's where I was born, as were my parents. And after serving in Singapore's military, I moved to the UK to attend college, and then here to the US to attend business school. I actually met my wife here. By the way, she was just born a few miles away from here in Virginia. 2 years ago, I became the CEO of TikTok. Today, we have more than 1 billion monthly active users around the world, including over 150 million in the United States. Our app is a place where people can be creative and curious, and where close to 5 million American businesses, mostly small businesses, go to find new customers and to fuel their growth. Now, as TikTok has grown, we've tried to learn the lessons of companies that have come before us, especially when it comes to the safety of teenagers. While the vast majority of people on TikTok are over 18, one of our fastest growing demographics are people over 35. We spent a lot of time adopting measures to protect teenagers. Many of those measures are firsts for the social media industry. We forbid direct messaging for people under 16, and we have a 60-minute watch time by default for those under 18. We have a suite of family pairing tools so that parents can participate in their teens' experience and make the choices that are right for their family. We want TikTok to be a place where teenagers can come to learn, which is why we recently launched a feed that exclusively features educational videos about STEM. STEM videos already have over 116 billion views on TikTok. And I think TikTok is inspiring a new generation to discover a passion for math and science. Now, I would also like to talk about national security concerns that you have raised, that we take very, very seriously. Let me start by addressing a few misconceptions about ByteDance, of which we are a subsidiary. ByteDance is not owned or controlled by the Chinese government. It's a private company. 60% of the company is owned by global institutional investors, 20% is owned by the founder, and 20% owned by employees around the world. ByteDance has 5 board members, 3 of them are American. Now, TikTok itself is not available in mainland China. We're headquartered in Los Angeles and in Singapore, and we have 7,000 employees in the US today. Still, we have heard important concerns about the potential for unwanted foreign access to US data and potential manipulation of the TikTok US ecosystem. Our approach has never been to dismiss or trivialize any of these concerns. We have addressed them with real action. Now, that's what we've been doing for the last 2 years, building what amounts to a firewall that seals off protected US user data from unauthorized foreign access. The bottom line is this: American data stored on American soil by an American company, overseen by American personnel. We call this initiative Project Texas. That's where Oracle is headquartered. Today, US TikTok data is stored by default in Oracle servers. Only vetted personnel operating in a new company called TikTok US Data Security can control access to this data. Now, additionally, we have plans for this company to report to an independent American board with strong security credentials. Now, there's still some work to do. We have legacy US data sitting in our servers in Virginia and in Singapore. We're deleting those, and we expect that to be complete this year. When that is done, all protected US data will be under the protection of US law and under the control of the US-led security team. This eliminates the concern that some of you have shared with me that TikTok user data can be subject to Chinese law. This goes further, by the way, than what any other company in our industry have done. We will also provide unprecedented transparency and security for the source code for the TikTok app and recommendation engine. Third-party validators like Oracle and others will review and validate our source code and algorithms. This will help ensure the integrity of the code that powers what Americans see on our app. We will further provide access to researchers, which helps them study and monitor our content ecosystem. Now, we believe we are the only company that offers this level of transparency. Now, trust is about actions we take. We have to earn that trust with decisions we make for our company and our products. The potential security, privacy, content manipulation concerns raised about TikTok are really not unique to us. The same issues apply to other companies. We believe what's needed are clear, transparent rules that apply broadly to all tech companies. Ownership is not at the core of addressing these concerns. Now, as I conclude, there are more than 150 million Americans who love our platform, and we know we have a responsibility to protect them, which is why I'm making the following commitments to you and to all our users. Number 1, we will keep safety, particularly for teenagers, as a top priority for us. Number 2, we will firewall protected US data from unwanted foreign access. Number 3, TikTok will remain a place for free expression and will not be manipulated by any government. And 4th, we will be transparent and we will give access to third-party independent monitors to remain accountable for our commitments. I'll be grateful for any feedback that you have, and I look forward to your questions. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he's very well spoken, and I think has put together a very good way of explaining this to these idiots that are our representatives.
Yeah.
Which they also sounded quite racist, in my opinion. I mean, acting like he's representing the Chinese government and like communism as a whole.
I know.
And he's from Singapore, and the company's from Singapore.
Yeah, well, it's headquartered in Los Angeles and Singapore, and there's like over 7,000 U.S. employees. One thing that I think is really interesting is the fact that ByteDance is not owned by China. It's actually privately owned, and it has 5 total board members, 3 of them being from America. So there's a lot of misconceptions around ByteDance and TikTok and who is really running it and who is owning it and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So,
You know what's also really interesting is how many of these representatives actually have stock in Meta. And they have reasons for wanting to get rid of TikTok beyond it, which is pretty obvious at this point. I think everyone's on the same page that they have lobbyists and Mark Zuckerberg that are trying to get them to ban it.
Yeah. And a lot of them were talking about how there's dangers to kids on there. And Show was explaining how they have different measures for people who are under 18, like time limits. And I believe you can't direct message people. And, you know, just trying to say like, yeah, but like obviously the internet is dangerous in general.
It's not a perfect app.
No. And that they're trying to put things in place to keep kids safe. But I think the bigger issue here at hand is like, okay, they brought up an example of I think it was a girl who did some type of TikTok challenge and ended up passing away. And he was like, yeah, that's horrific. But my argument is like, that's not really TikTok's fault though. Obviously it's very heartbreaking that happened, but like that's not TikTok's fault. Like that could have happened on any social media. People were eating Tide Pods on like YouTube years ago. And also, this comes back to the bigger issue of like parents need to be watching what their kids are doing online. It's not really TikTok's fault. The internet is dangerous for kids as it is. So why don't you just ban the whole internet? Why don't you ban Meta? Why don't you ban Instagram? They've had issues in the past. They've had issues with fucking data breach and storing our information and security issues and threats. And so you're not banning them, you know. It's not really TikTok that's the problem. I think it's a bigger picture here.
And like I said, it's not a perfect app. And because we are pro TikTok, we're not saying that it is a perfect app. And there were a lot of comments, even last week, from some of our users. They're making arguments about why they think TikTok should be banned. It definitely was the minority of you guys. But I would say to anyone who has a point of why they think TikTok should be banned, apply that to the rest of the internet.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Does your point actually link back to only TikTok? Probably not. The entire internet is fucked. There are so many dangerous things on there, so many data security concerns across all social media platforms. And people keep bringing up, oh, it's addictive. So is YouTube. So is Twitter. So is Instagram. People, I mean, pick your poison. People are addicted to all types of
So is nicotine. So is alcohol. Like,
right?
I don't understand that logic there. There's zillions of things that are addictive in the world, and
really what this feels like it's coming back to is wanting to gain control of citizens, because we're seeing it, you know, when we did the coverage on the East Palestine train derailment, and how much coverage actually came from TikTok. We had so many clips in there from TikTok. I wouldn't have known a lot unless I saw it on TikTok, because a lot of the mainstream media was barely covering it. I mean, Joe Biden didn't even go out there. So, I mean, it's in the hands of the people now. It's the power to the people. These phones have given us so much more power, and I think it scares the government, and they want to put as much control as they can on it. So it's a much bigger issue than TikTok. This is like their sneaky way of getting to it.
This is really the first ever app that's created where anyone at any point can go viral for posting things, and people are allowed to post about literally anything. They can talk about politics, they can talk about world issues, they can talk about healthcare, they can talk about financial issues, and really use free speech and freedom of, you know, being able to say whatever you want, have any opinion, do your own research, and, you know, and then bring it to a platform that can go viral, and then other people are watching it and forming their own opinions. And so what happens when the average Joe is able to spread information whether or not it's misinformation or if it's truth. I think there's a lot of bullshit on TikTok, obviously. I think there's a ton of misinformation on TikTok, but I also think there's a lot of truth and people speaking truth and people speaking their minds and just making people think of things in ways that they hadn't necessarily thought of before. And so what happens when you do that to people, it's giving that person control and education to the average person and allowing them to create their own thoughts and be not controlled by the government, essentially, and not
share those with others and spread the word quickly.
And so people don't, I mean, now the government is losing control of what people consume because, you know, before TikTok and social media in general, but especially, you know, before TikTok, you really consumed news through news sources, and news sources are owned by giant corporations that have specific agendas. So this is a way to really have the average person allow them to learn things and gain insight on different topics that wouldn't necessarily be brought to the forefront without TikTok. And I think that that really scares the government because they're losing control over what people are thinking.
And I think also just the fast coverage of things that they don't want to have on the news. When it comes to shootings, when it comes to racism, when it comes to corruption of people in power, people pointing out things, able to organize the masses, get people to call their representatives for various issues. I mean, there's so many ways that this app has been used that's useful to the people and gives us the power versus, like we brought up last week with Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, oftentimes they control what posts are actually getting eyes on them. And a lot of times it's coming from creators who are already established, or it's picking and choosing.
Or you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
If you want your content boosted, you have to pay for it.
Even when in the past, you know, YouTube's gotten a little better, but we've talked about some controversial things that get pushed down because they don't want people talking about those things. They don't want people thinking.
And I think one thing that's very prominent is obviously America is very polarized politically, probably in some ways more so than it's ever been. However, I do think that the general public is waking up to the idea of no matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat, you're realizing that your leaders who you have elected, who are supposed to be working for you, working for the people, are not doing that. Their best interest is in themselves. And I think the average person is realizing, like, again, no matter what side you're on, like, oh shit, these politicians don't give a fuck about me.
No, they absolutely
They don't care about my, you know, day-to-day life or what I voted them in for and hoping that, you know, the work that they would do for me. They don't care.
No.
And I think that that is really freaking out the government in general of like, now people aren't trusting us on both sides of the spectrum. And that is like one thing I think that Republicans and Democrats are kind of coming together on, or at least on the same page on, is like, we can't trust these fucking people on either side. And I think TikTok is the reason that a lot of this has come out of the shadows.
I would agree.
So it's just
like we said, it's bigger than TikTok too.
Yeah.
But also we've been learning about the Restrict Act. March 7th, the Restricting the Emergence of Security Threats that Risk Information and Communications Technology. That's what Restrict stands for. Was introduced. And it would allow the Secretary of Commerce to review and prohibit certain transactions between people in the U.S. and foreign adversaries, specifically ICTs, information and communications technologies, that pose a risk to U.S. national security. Basically, it would allow tech products and services to be investigated that could pose national security risks. The bill did not name TikTok specifically, but it was certainly one of the companies in mind when the bill was written.
Now, this bill is very long and kind of complicated. And I tried my best to like really understand what exactly they're saying.
It's confusing.
But there's a few things in here that I think are worth mentioning. I think the main idea is that if the U.S. government deems that there's some type of technology, software or hardware being used that has over 1 million users or has sold over 1 million units, which is, I mean, most things that people are using, most social medias.
It's not hard to get to that.
Yeah, exactly. That if that meets that criteria and they deem that there's a possible security threat coming from these softwares or hardwares, that they're able to basically go in and, I guess for lack of a better term, audit it and see if it really is, which obviously poses a threat of our security, like for our personal lives. It says any hardware, software, or any other product or service integral to data hosting or computing service that uses, possesses, or retains personal data with respect to greater than 1 million persons in the U.S. in any point during the year period preceding the date in which it was covered transaction, blah, blah, blah. So I think it's basically meaning that they can go in and either shut it down or take data off of it. And, you know, they say it's for, it's if it poses a threat, but like, they deem what poses a threat, not you. And I read, I don't know if this is true, because I'm trying not to spread misinformation, but I read somewhere that they don't really have to tell you if they're doing this or not.
Mm-hmm. That's what I heard too, actually.
So that's a huge problem.
Sneaky.
And
it's a major hit at our free speech.
Mm-hmm. Software, hardware, any other product, such as wireless local area networks, mobile networks, satellite payloads, satellite operations, cable access, wireless access, core networking systems, long, short, and black hole networks, or edge computer platforms. So there's tons of stuff. It also included cloud-based or distributed computing and data storage, machine learning. There's something in here. Oh yeah, webcams, endpoint surveillance or monitoring devices. So people are modems and home networking devices. So people are like, okay, so can you go into my like Simply Safe app and start pulling data off of that because you deem that Simply Safe has a security risk?
That's what the wording in this bill sounds like.
Yeah. Payment applications. So what does that mean? Like PayPal and stuff?
Major violation of our privacy. Everyone should be really concerned about this. And it seems like they're using TikTok as a way to kind of sneak this in.
And I do believe that also, because people are like, we'll just use a VPN. I believe that they would, what's the word I'm looking for? Restrict people on using VPNs.
Restrict the name of the fucking bill.
Restrict. Yeah, seriously.
I mean, that should just concern you in itself that it's named that.
Yeah. And also, a person who willfully commits, willfully attempts to commit, or willfully conspires to commit, or aids or abets in commission of an unlawful act described, blah, 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 shall, upon conviction, be fined up to $1 million and 20 years in prison if you're caught, breaking the law, essentially, if this were to become law.
I think, too, just to get back to TikTok here, I know this is important. We're just kind of running out of time. So I wanted to just say a few more notes on TikTok. That obviously last week we discussed like reasons we like the app and would like to still have it. But it's much bigger than that. I mean, we were kind of simple with it last week, not really realizing how close to this being banned and how serious this actually is. I mean, when you think about it, we did mention last week 150 million Americans use TikTok. That is a huge amount of us. Mm-hmm. To have that right taken away from us is incredibly frustrating, and to put all this fear into people that it's somehow a risk to their security when our data is stolen by American companies and we're surveilled by our government and controlled by our government every day. And they're just trying to put this fear into us to control us further. And we see that over and over and over again. And, it's also really important that, we've already been over how it's just important for us to spread information quickly. Without being, blocked by other apps that are mainly run by Americans. But also, like Show brought up, 5 million small businesses use TikTok. And it's a major First Amendment right violation.
Which someone was arguing, this one creator, Michelle, she's a bartender. She has a ton of followings on TikTok. I've been following her for a while, but she was like, I'm not worried about it being banned because of the fact that there are so many small businesses, and obviously people who are promoting their small businesses are generating revenue. People are spending money, and it's boosting the economy. If all of a sudden TikTok drops and these 5 1,000 small businesses aren't able to create a profit anymore, that's going to hurt the economy. But I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, I don't really think it's going to affect it that much.
No, I completely disagree.
I'm really worried about it. I think that if it's banned, then that is a slippery slope for free speech.
For sure. Definitely.
And even though they're like, oh, security risk, I don't really think that's the main reason they're trying to ban it. I think they're trying to ban it because it is the first app and the only app that you can really say whatever you want, have any sort of thought, and you can go viral and change people's minds and educate people and spread information, whether it's misinformation or not. You can spread information quickly through the masses. And I think that scares them because they don't have the control.
They would much rather it be something like Meta that controls that type of thing. And like we said, they have stock in Meta, most of them. So yeah, I agree. I don't think it's really about TikTok at all.
No.
The bigger picture here for them. So, I mean, it's really concerning. Hopefully it doesn't get banned. It seems like the majority of people don't think it will actually get banned, but I don't know. Janelle and I, all of us this weekend, were texting about it. Janelle made some really good points that I think you could be right. I really do think it's at a major risk to get banned here. And especially seeing them come together on something for fucking once, you're kind of like, wow, maybe they'll actually get this done.
It's interesting that this country was founded on the thought of, being able to have free speech and do what you want and blah, blah. Yet when time comes for the U.S. government to start being exposed, they start to freak out.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. God, the whole thing was so embarrassing, though.
I feel like they didn't make any solid. My only thing why I don't think it's going to be banned is because they didn't. There were no points made where, show came back with a answer for every point that they made. So I'm just curious. I mean, would it just go to a vote, and then no matter either way, even though they didn't make any valid points?
Yeah, well, it's not a vote of the people; it's a vote from them, and they all want this banned.
True. Yeah.
So it really does seem like there's a good chance that we're going to lose TikTok.
So what was to me? I'm like, what was the point of that? Them all coming together when they're already, I mean, a lot of them have their mind made up and whatnot. I don't know.
Oh, they definitely have already had their mind made up. I mean, that's the point, is to try to scare Americans, because that's the only thing that's going to stop them all, is if people actually call their representatives and tell them, I'm not going to fucking vote for you in the primaries unless you protect TikTok and my right to free speech.
Well, the thing is Biden's the one that threatened to, which this was going on even when Trump was president, but Biden has threatened to ban TikTok unless the app's Chinese owners agree to sell off their stock or their shares.
Right.
Because again, security threat, blah, blah. They're not going to sell off their shares though.
No.
The fuck? And 3 of the board members are American.
Yeah. That's the point that so many people don't get.
Show was talking about how TikTok is banned from mainland China. They don't even have access to it.
Yeah. And do we want that?
Right.
You guys, we want that
it's
for
so
ourselves?
bizarre to me because America,
it's weirdo. People are supporting
Congress
this.
is so up in arms about, China. They're so restrictive and you can't do anything. I'm like, you're literally starting to do the same shit that that they have already done.
And I think so many of the people who agree with the ban either aren't on TikTok or don't fully understand this issue, because why would you want this? I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
I understand if you have problems with the app, that there's things that concern you, or you're worried about technology overall or addiction to technology or children. All of those things are valid and things that should be looked at and considered. I think some fair points were brought up in the hearing, but to ban it overall is damaging to our whole country, especially if this Restrict Act gets through. That's very concerning and really should freak everyone out.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think we got to wrap it up there, because if we want to get to secrets,
okay,
we got to do it. So we will definitely follow up on this next week. We'll see. I mean, as long as anything happens, I'm pretty sure something will happen this week, and we'll kind of see where things go. But fingers crossed TikTok isn't banned, because I think that would be very damaging to our rights.
Agreed.
All right, let's get into your secrets, your juicy, dirty secrets.
I found out my boyfriend of 5 years cheated on me, and instead of confronting him, I sent him an anonymous STD notification while I was with him. It was funny as fuck watching him sweat and act like things were normal. I checked his phone the next night out of curiosity, and he had blocked her on everything. I ended up leaving him a few days later while he was at work without explanation. I was over the relationship for a while and made it easy that I had an excuse to leave. I always wondered if he ever got checked. Ooh, I would do that to him. If someone was cheating on me, I would 100% send their asses an STD notification.
That's honestly funny. I
like
it.
that. It's good. Very good.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, I'm down.
Hey, cheaters.
There's a lot of cheaters. That's like, but there's a lot of people that submitted their secrets about you guys are cheating. Cheater. Once my vibrator was in my bag, and as I'm getting back home and going through my bag, I clicked the on button by mistake. My entire family was gathered on the sofa in the living room. I was just getting settled in, rummaging around to unload my things and miscellaneous trash out of my bag being out. It was kind of silent, so they for sure heard it and possibly knew what it was. I'm talking about not just immediate family, extended family as well.
Oh, no.
I had to run outside and blame it on my phone overheating. So humiliating. Bro.
That sucks.
That's so awkward.
You need a quiet one. Then you don't have to even worry about that. Damn, that sucks.
Yikes.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
All right. The next one coming from one of you says, well, I came to America when I was 17 from a Brazilian and Portuguese family. Right when I got here, I was invited to a party and I didn't know anyone other than my boyfriend. Where I come from, there's always little snacks and dishes or little trays of food. I mean, that's like pretty common, right? That's what I would have thought.
True. Yeah, I agree.
I saw one of those and I ate a mouthful and it was the nastiest thing I've ever tasted. Oh no, girl, was it potpourri? Probably was.
Potpourri.
I never told anyone because I didn't want to be rude. And I just thought this is another weird thing that Americans eat. One day,
Ew.
I was in Target at the bathroom section and I saw a package of this nasty snack. It was potpourri. Oh my God, you ate potpourri?
Dude, as a kid, it kind of looked good. Not even a lie.
Yeah,
it looked like forbidden Chex Mix.
I used to love playing with it. Or like, did your parents ever have remember my mom would always have the gourds out?
No.
Around Thanksgiving, one time I took a little bite that was nasty.
Ew, sick.
Anyway. I never told anyone until now because it's exactly the weird mistake us foreigners make. You guys are the first to know. I always laugh by myself. And if I see any type of bark or dry vanilla smelling berries in a dish, that's hilarious, honestly.
Ew, that's sick. Potpourri did look good as a kid, though.
It did, and it smells good.
One man's trash is another man's potpourri.
Here's another one. My mom used to date this guy. He was a terrible human being, not only to my mom, but his own kids as well. After a few years of dealing with his bullshit, I decided it was better for me to get even than get mad. One day, he needed to go on like a 9-hour road trip. Since I was always cooking or baking, he asked me to make him something, like a little snack for the road. So I took my opportunity and I made him laxative brownies.
Ooh,
oh my God, for a road trip.
Sick.
Oh,
sick.
That is so funny. Fast forward a few hours. He called my mom from a rest stop bathroom to say something. He stopped to eat over the road, gave him food poisoning. And until this day, I never told her or anyone else that I was the real reason for his shitty ride.
Dude.
That's awesome. Deserved. He was mean to your mom, mean to his kids. Sounds like a piece of shit.
Deserved.
He deserves to shit his ass off.
Okay, speaking of more bodily fluids, my mom and I have argued a lot my whole life, but it was especially bad when I still lived in the house with her as an adult. She never listened to me or respected me, so one time after a bad argument, I needed to get the anger out somehow. I peed into a cup and dipped her toothbrush in it, then poured the rest of it into her shampoo, face wash, etc. I feel so guilty about it. She never found out. Bro, that is disgusting.
That really is.
Yeah, nasty as
foul.
hell. You dipped your mom's toothbrush in piss?
That's like crossing the line.
That's like criminal.
I mean, it is criminal. That reminds me of my mouthwash pee story.
And you know how I said it was anonymous? I lied. Just kidding.
You're gonna report it to the law.
I have your email. You're being reported.
Hey, no. Your secret's safe
no,
with us.
I'm totally
here to
kidding.
judge.
No, we're not. Well,
Just
we are
slightly.
here to judge.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna judge.
Yeah.
That's pretty foul.
Yeah. Also, you have one of your sweatshirt fuzz in here.
Thank you. They're everywhere. This thing is shedding like crazy. Here's another one. My husband and I take showers together often, not for a dirty reason, but strictly to save money on water.
Okay.
We love you. Resourceful.
Beautiful.
Here's the thing, though. He thinks it's disgusting to pee in the shower, whereas I find it to be one of life's luxuries. He doesn't want me doing it at all. But have you ever sat on the toilet sopping wet? They say, that is what's disgusting to me. I refuse. So I let it slip here and there, and I distract him by giving him a conversation, just let a little bit out at a time.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad.
While you're showering with him, though?
One time he caught me because I drank coffee prior to the shower. Why does that make you because you were
liquids?
tooting?
No, your pee smells.
Oh, your pee smells from coffee?
Like usually.
I've never noticed that.
Interesting.
Huh.
It smells from asparagus.
Like,
Ugh,
well, it's
can't
like
stand when Josh has a bunch of asparagus. Ugh.
Oh.
So sick.
I love asparagus.
Do you pee in the shower?
Duh.
Same.
Anyone who says they don't pee in the shower is a liar.
It's convenient. It's fine. I think if you aim for the drain.
Oh,
no
I don't
problem
aim for the
there.
drain.
Really?
I don't have a wiener. How am I going to aim for the drain?
You stand over it. Just don't do it in the corner where it's going to sit there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. I don't do that. You're right. I pee in the water.
Yeah.
Of course I pee in the shower. You know what? Even if I go pee right before I get in the shower and then get in the shower, it's going to make me pee again.
No,
it's just
so true.
automatic.
Yeah, I agree.
I am a pro pee in the shower type of galley.
Who's actually
Galley.
getting out and getting water all over your
Fuck
floor,
no.
possibly slipping? It's a hazard.
I will say though, there have been times when I've had to poop mid shower, and obviously can't poop in the shower. At least I prefer
is
not
sick.
to.
I'm sure some people out there do.
But then you have to get out and go sit on the toilet.
Yeah, that's never fun.
horrible.
No, agree.
It's just not good. Peeing in the
Sydney-
shower is very good.
Do you pee in the shower?
You better fucking say yes.
I try to go before I get in the shower, but I usually do.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel
it's
like
not,
most
I'm not
people
against
do.
it.
I wish we
you.
could put out a poll on YouTube. Do you pee in the shower?
Do you pee? We should ask on Twitter.
Yeah, let's tweet
With
it
no
out.
context.
Yeah. Do you pee in the shower? Yes, no.
I'm doing it right now so we can get some answers by the end of this
Oh,
episode.
great. Good idea. Okay. Here's another secret. One time I found my boyfriend's post on Reddit asking for relationship advice. It was asking for an outside perspective on something we were going through. I responded anonymously with advice, and he doesn't even know about this to this day. He actually took the advice and made up with me, and he never found out it was me, and he never will. That's so interesting to go to Reddit for relationship advice.
I mean,
That's funny. I don't think there's any, if he's
I
gonna,
think that's kind of smart, actually.
yeah, if
Yeah.
he's going to post about it, I think you have every right to respond to
Yeah.
your own relationship question.
I think so. I am a serial cheater. I currently have 2 boyfriends, one who I met about 2 years ago and one who I've been hooking up with for a while, but just recently made it official. Damn, so you have 2 official boyfriends. Boyfriend number 1 was in my city last week, Albuquerque, and we went to my house to get my stuff where he saw flowers and a card from boyfriend number 2.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the
You
note was
fucked up.
relatively vague, but did have boyfriend number 2's name on it. And boyfriend number 1 has heard me talk about him as if he was a friend. Oh, okay. I talked my way out of it, obviously, but it was a close one. They both live on the East Coast, and I will be going back there for the summer, so I'm interested to see how I will manage to balance this. I am talking to a therapist about why I feel the need to cheat, but I have kept boyfriend number 2 a secret.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yo.
That just sounds so stressful to me. I can't imagine doing that because it would eat me alive. The anxiety of what if one finds out?
Totally. It's true.
Do you have one that you like better? Is it worth both of them?
Sometimes I think that's the fun of it, though. I think people think it's ooh, it's the,
Yeah.
that's part of the game
Yeah.
is dating both and trying not to get caught or whatever.
And honestly, good for you for going to therapy and trying to figure out why you're doing this.
Yeah.
I think that's some good self-exploration to
True.
at least know that it's probably not very nice
True.
to the other guy involved.
True.
To either of them, really.
Yeah. No.
And really to yourself. I feel like that's, like I said, so stressful.
Yeah, give me anxiety.
Sounds very stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this person says, all right, so the secret goes way back. In middle school, I had pretzels as my snack all the time. Pretzels are the worst snack, by the way. Flavorless and boring. Anyways, I've been a big fan of the salt more than the actual pretzel. True that. So I would
That's the
sit in
best part.
class and suck the salt off the pretzels and put them back in the bag on my desk. Oh my God, Kendall did that with me and
Relatable.
Doritos once.
Yes, it's good.
But you would put it back in the bowl, and one time I ate your soggy Dorito.
How old was I?
This was last month, I think. I'm just kidding.
Shut up. No.
No, we were really young. But I remember you were like, yeah, because you told me Janelle, isn't this good? I was like, yeah. But then I would eat the chip after.
I used to only like the seasoning.
Yeah, she would lick it, and I remember I picked up when it was wet, and I was like, what the fuck?
I was such a savage as a kid.
Anyways, on this particular day, a girl I was sitting next to put her hand in the pretzel bag and just started eating them. Ew, she ate your soggy pretzels. She didn't ask me if she could have any, so I didn't tell her that they were all covered in my saliva. She ate literally the whole bag, and I had no idea how she didn't realize that they were all soggy and saltless, but she never said a word. And honestly, I don't feel bad about it because that's what you get when you think you're entitled to other people's stuff. True that. If you're not going to ask to eat my snack, then don't get mad when you eat spitty pretzels.
Spitty. I used to do that too.
With pretzels?
No, with goldfish with my sister.
And you would give her the soggy
I just
ones?
put them back in the bag and then watch her eat them.
Ew, Sydney. You're nasty.
And she'd be like, ew, why are they all so like slobbery?
Oh my God, that is horrible.
I know.
Yeah.
I was a savage too. I'm sorry.
What kid isn't a savage?
Classic bougie.
They were talking about this on H3 the other day. Did you bite your toenails as a kid?
Fuck no.
No? Wow, you're the only civilized human. Apparently, like Ethan and Hila both did it. Their kids are doing it.
Bit them off their toes?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, honestly.
I did.
You did.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And
for
I would
sure.
tell
my
you if
toes
I'm
were
not
in my
lying.
mouth as a kid, for sure.
Oh,
Bit
yeah.
your toenails off your foot?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I feel like everyone does that.
What?
I feel like every kid went through a phase that when they do that. That's what they were saying on H3. Their whole crew did it.
Unless I don't remember. Maybe I did, but no, I don't think so.
Well, you're like somewhat dignified.
Yeah.
You were as a child, at least.
Not really.
Well, apparently you were.
Apparently. Okay, yeah, I never eat my boogers either. I know people who eat booger eaters.
Okay, here's another one. We're just going to do one more and then we're going to wrap it up.
Okay.
I have been secretly sleeping with my brother's best friend / roommate for almost 3 years.
Spicy.
Damn. It happens pretty spontaneously, but the last time was almost 3 months ago. Well, a guy got hired at my job and I'm really into him and I just don't want to hook up, but I would actually like to be with him. We hung out a few times, got milkshakes once, and I came over to watch a movie another time, but nothing at all happened except for a kiss goodbye. It was so sweet because he doesn't want to just use me like other guys in my past. He is so kind and he actually wants to spend time with me and get to know me. I felt like this could be real until I found out I'm pregnant last week. Wow. I have no romantic values with my brother's best friend, and I don't want this baby. And I'm heartbroken thinking that I could actually have a relationship with a nice guy. So, okay, let me understand this. She is pregnant with brother's best friend.
Yeah.
But she has new guy in her life
And she likes
that
him a
she
lot.
wants a relationship with.
Yeah.
That she's in this, oh man, that is tough.
Is that all she said?
That's all she said. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. Damn, that sucks. That is super stressful. And I'm sorry you're going through that.
Yeah,
That's
that
really
is
not
just-
nice to your brother though. That's very tough. And for him too. Like that's not nice to his best friend to be sleeping with his sister.
I mean, there's worse things in life. It's not like she's cheating on her.
No, I
don't know.
agree there's worse things in life, but
People
how do you think
sleep
brother
with their
would feel?
siblings' friends?
Have you?
No. Never have.
I don't know. I don't know what your relationship is like with your brother. That's really hard.
But that just sucks for you in the situation you're in right now.
Yeah, that really does. That's very tough. I'm really sorry you're dealing with that.
Yeah.
That's a secret.
Yeah, that is a major
That
secret.
is a
Thanks
secret.
for sharing that.
But
with
eventually
us.
that secret's going to have to come out if you choose to
Move forward. Yeah.
move forward with your pregnancy.
Ooh, that's so tough. Yeah, brother's gonna find out.
I mean, yeah, unless you're like, oh, I got pregnant from someone else, but then like, isn't the dad going to be like,
Yeah, you have to tell him.
yeah.
She could just tell the new guy and then just say,
Yeah.
I didn't, maybe he's a nice guy.
Maybe, but I'm sure she's worried that. I mean, does he want
That does
to be part
complicate
of that?
things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
majorly.
That makes the situation really tough. Damn, that is difficult. I don't know what advice to give. I guess we weren't offering advice, so
No,
I
we're
don't really
just
know
here
what
to-
advice
we're
to give
just
on
listening.
that.
Spill your secrets.
That's tough.
Sorry you're going through that.
Yeah,
Best of luck.
yeah. Best of luck for sure. Damn.
Okay, last one. I, 22-year-old female, was on Snapchat and saw that my boyfriend's dad's name was in the quick add feature. Hell. I went ahead and added him and then figured I would search his username on Google to see if he had any other social media that I could add. It seems weird, I know, but I
It is a
also
little
have my
weird.
boyfriend's mom and sisters on social media, and we have been together for 4 years. I feel like that's not that weird to
It's
like
not.
try and follow your family social media.
A lot
or
of
your-
families use Snapchat
Yeah,
too.
that's true. So anyway, she says, I was just scrolling a little and saw a result that seemed like a porn website. Out of curiosity and nosiness, I clicked on it. Worst mistake of my life. I saw my boyfriend's dad's porn that he records of himself masturbating.
Oh,
After the incident, it was hard to look him in the eye without laughing for a month or so.
Oh,
Put yourself in this situation. Josh's dad.
Stop
Jared's
it right
dad.
now.
John's dad.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Oh, sick.
That just sucks for you that you have to I feel bad for you. That's like traumatic.
I could never look at them the same.
Oh, my God. That is brutal.
You should just pull it up one day in front of the dad.
Or just mention it casually at Thanksgiving dinner.
You?
Be like, so I saw your new content drop.
Ew, sick.
Oh my God. Damn.
Wow, that is
That's a secret.
that is a secret, friends. Wow, you guys are sick. Just kidding.
Well, it's
your
not
fault.
them.
No, I'm just kidding. I know.
Your dad, your
Would you
Boyfriend's
tell?
dad?
boyfriend-in-law.
Would you tell?
Would you tell your boyfriend?
I would tell John. Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah, I would too.
I'd be like, bro,
that'd be the
check
first
this
thing
shit.
I would run to Josh.
Same.
Look what I found.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because I need to tell someone.
Yeah.
It'd
I
be
couldn't.
traumatizing, I feel like.
Well, too bad.
Who's it more traumatizing for, you or your boyfriend?
Probably the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Does boyfriend know?
I know. I'm really curious as well. God damn, I wish we could follow up. But
I
then
know,
if you
because a lot
comment,
of you, if you
then you're not
comment, yeah.
anonymous. Damn it. Okay,
Damn,
we
these
gotta
are
go on our poll
interesting.
and see what the poll says about peeing in the shower.
Before we go.
Okay, so we have 93 votes in.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
Let me retweet
Not a whole
this.
lot. Yeah, give it a retweet. Jesus, people. Ooh, but it's pretty swayed. 80% say yes so far.
See? The majority of people pee in the shower. And I think some of those people that said no are lying.
Liars. I love peeing in the shower. It's fun. It's cozy.
I just gave a vote for yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, be sure to follow us on social media to partake in our polls.
That's right.
At _Sesh Podcast.
True that.
Anyway, that's going to be it for us today, guys. It's been fun hanging out with you as always.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same without our whole crew here, though. I got to say, I miss Karelly.
I know.
Her little voice just
I
adds
know.
so much.
She's so cute. I love her.
I hope she's feeling better.
I know, me too. Everyone's sick in this state, it seems like.
I know.
And I am not getting sick. I'm going to visit my mom this weekend. I'm not getting sick. Knock on wood.
Even I'm sick. I've had this low grade bullshit for 2 weeks.
Charlie, no.
Did he just try to eat a chocolate? Charles, it's been here the whole time and now you're getting into it? This company sent us these chocolates.
He was
but they're
just
not
smelling
very good.
them. Don't worry. And also, he has no teeth, so it's kind of hard for him to pick up anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not very good. Sorry.
No, they're fruity chocolate's just
They're
not the
pretty,
vibe.
though.
They're very pretty.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't
art
know.
pieces.
They just
but
none of
they
them.
don't
I was
taste
hoping the
good.
green ones would at least be minty or something.
They taste the same. I don't think there's flavors.
There's
They're just
fruit and
different
chocolate.
colors.
I'm just not that into. Other than cherry, I like cherry chocolate.
You
but-
cannot have chocolate, Mr. Bijan. Anyways, that's it for this week. We will see you on the next sesh. But until then, keep it fresh.